Hi everyone, my name is Rajiv Makni and this is Nokia Lumia Your Wish is my app. Now imagine, there's no violence. It's easy if you try. No miscreants amongst us, just my smartphone and I. Okay, let me stop there. We live in a very hard, tough world and sometimes it seems like there's no hope in sight. Can technology make life just a little bit easier? I know it can. And it can also help me launch pigs into the air with giant catapults. You wish for it and there's an app for it. On today's show, 7 more amazing app ideas, some with the potential to change the world and some that just want to make you giggle for a minute or two. Here with me to walk you through these wondrous apps is our wonderful panel of judges. The human teddy bear, Vishal Gondal. The chef with the six-pack, Vikas Khanna. The man with the golden grin, Raj Chennai. And that girl in yellow boots, Kalki Kekla.
Yellow phone today, actually.
Yellow phone and no black, no yellow boots today.
No.
Still all good, right? I mean,
I mean, I have to keep changing it a bit.
Keep evolving, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, like everyone else in this country, applicant number 1 was horrified by the shocking incident in New Delhi in December of 2012. Unlike almost everyone else, though, he thought he could do something and fight this evil through technology. From the national capital, please welcome Prashun Jain.
This is one of the opportunities where I can get this idea of mine promoted and become a reality.
Hi Prashun, how are you doing?
Very good.
So I hear this app that we're about to hear is inspired actually by your wife?
Yes, it is.
It is, right?
Wow.
Okay, great.
So there's behind every successful man, there's a woman?
Yes, exactly.
And
behind every successful man, there's a woman and then there's his wife right behind the two. Okay, 60 seconds, let's hear your award-winning app.
So my app, Harass Map, is basically focusing on self-expression and taking action against sexual harassment. So I've been in Delhi since more than a decade now, and I've never known a woman who hasn't been abused either verbally or physically in Delhi. So this app is the platform where a woman can go anonymously, post on a map where an incident happened with her and also put in the time. So the beauty lies in the knowledge, which will now become the power which will support and help other possible victims to avoid getting into the same trap. It will, if anybody is, for example, taking a trip from point A to point B, tell them what is the vulnerability index of that street or the mode of public transportation you're using. So by doing this, they will be able to know which streets are safer at what time, and this can also help them use the data which they have never been able to express before and help others.
Doesn't this also become a weapon of abuse? So therefore, those people who are predators will go and see which is the safest street, which has not been marked till now, and therefore go and maybe do all the harassment there because they think all the women there are really safe.
So basically this data is going to come from areas where there is more abuse. So as you rightly said, those areas which are safer are inherently more safe because of some characteristics. So for example, there's a proper lighting there, or there is more policing in that area. So there are some inherent reasons because of which those areas are safer.
The actual data, the information that gets collected, where else would you see it being used? Who would be the end users of this data?
2 specifically, A, possible victims, or B, authorities who could do something about it. For example, where could there be more policing, or where you could put more effective measures to monitor such miscreants.
That's 47 points for you. That I think is about the highest we've had till now. Great. Congratulations. Okay, now guys, I know it's a good idea, but 47 full marks, why? Kalki, why? What was so amazing about it?
For me, it's just a great idea. It's very, very much useful for the time.
I think the judges have reviewed it quite favorably. So thanks to the judges.
One day it will come true, and it would be it will be very, very important, I think, as far as an app itself is concerned. But in this particular case, it's absolutely not executable at the current moment.
Next, a candidate yearning for a return to more civilized times.
Suppose if we say thank you or use the word please, it will give us some points. So So when the user reaches the targeted level of point, they can redeem it in cash or they can get recharge coupons. On the other hand, when a person abuses, there will be deduction in their points.
How will you recognize when somebody has said, how will a phone
And live
app
while I'm having a call.
recognize when you're saying thank you or saying a bad word? Or how will it recognize?
You are going to actually, while I'm talking live, record my voice, analyze it and understand what I'm trying to say, and accordingly you're going to do it. तो भैया ये टेक्नोलॉजी इन्वेंट कब कर रहे हो मुझे बताओ यार, मैं अभी खरीदने को तैयार हूँ ये टेक्नोलॉजी. ऐप से कुछ नहीं होने वाला उनका, वो पाप है, ऐप नहीं पाप है वो.
A noble thought meets an ignoble thought.
मेरे हिसाब से my app was innovative, but the way I presented was very bad.
The way he was even expressing it, I felt that he's not a part of it. It didn't come from somewhere inside.
Next up, an idea for nostalgic kids who are on the verge of leaving school.
We can have a simple interface wherein you can select a particular theme, personalized questions that you want to share with your friends, and just post a request to them to fill my scrapbook.
Orkut it started off, or the concept was similar to a scrapbook. MySpace did the same.
Full 10. बहुत अच्छा दो. You're just starting life. You'll go very far. I like the idea of preserving memories, and it's good. Intentions are beautiful. I'm sure that you will develop with your app.
Thank you,
right?
sir.
I don't agree at all. I think that this is going to be, it's difficult to actually switch over from existing networks for incremental.
I mean, you would be better off creating a Facebook application on top of Facebook to do that. Making another app or a social network is...
Poor Dhairya, he may not clear his final exam.
I feel judges felt the idea what they perceived, and this was a lot of learning experience. I need to work upon my presentation skills and how to convince people.
DV deserved full marks, I think, because he was getting very demoralized, because I think Vishal actually went overboard and he did it 11 times. I thought he's taking my points too.
Now the jury may be out on whether or no there is a connection between mobile radiation and our health, but while that jury deliberates, there's no harm in staying informed on the specific absorption rate, that's SAR, of your handset of choice. And that's where applicant number 4 comes in. Here from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, Himanshu Singhal.
I really come up with this idea while thinking of what should we are facing nowadays in problem in cell phones.
Now let's find out about your app. 60 seconds start now.
My application is SAR, in simple language, mobile radiation tracker. SAR stands for specific absorption rate. In simple language, it is the measure of the radiation being absorbed by the human body while using the cell phones. The SAR depends upon the 3 quantities, that is electrical field, electrical density, and the conductivity of the material. So while using our phones, it doesn't that it emits the radiation of same amount every time, but it radiates maximum energy while we are on the call. It radiates worst. It has worst SAR, that is, it radiates more energy when we are on call, and it has low signal strength. That means while we are on a call and signal strength is very low, then SAR is very high and it radiates more energy, and it is very harmful for the human being. So my app will tell how the SAR is decreases and how the current SAR is there.
Just to understand, you will use a combination of the proximity sensor, or would you use just the signal strength? What are you really trying to do?
I will use both things because signal strength and the distance both will affect the electric field, and that affects the SAR.
You can't get the electric field from any API. No API gives you the electric field from any phone.
But then shouldn't it be an improvement in the technology of the cell phone rather than an app separately for that? I mean,
definitely.
Okay, so that, for the fact that you're about to go and save the world from a radiating future,
definitely.
I think you get 42 points, which is, I think, very good.
Pretty good.
Excellent.
Well done.
Good job. मेरी एप्लीकेशन वही थी जिनको समझ में आएगा वो डेफिनेटली लाइक करेंगे, क्योंकि एक टेक्निकल ऐप है और
ये बहुत आगे काम आने वाली है SAR के लिए, क्योंकि SAR आज के टाइम में बहुत इम्प्रूव हो रहा है और बहुत इस पर रिसर्च हो रही है.
If an app like this was to get introduced, is it going to scale? And is it going to scale fast enough for it to actually have meaningful impact?
All right, we just saved the world from radiation, but still to come. Don't want to miss a meeting because you got stuck in traffic. We've got an app that actually dynamically will tell you. And what do you do when you just can't find a loo? The answer when we return.